You think?
Well, I do expect that we are going to see a light freeze in most of our region. That's really the tricky part, is estimating how far south we're going to see that freeze go, because a lot of models aren't saying that we're all going to be freezing, but we know from experience that oftentimes we see temperatures fall below what models are actually estimating. So I did want to show here, this is our winter storm warning map. We are so far south that we are on the fringe of this. We've got our northern counties here. This includes Live Oak, B, Refugio, and Aransas. They are included in the warning. Now the rest of us are in the advisory a little bit more south. So with this, really it's going to be our freezing temperatures and our rain chances going to line up. So we have a couple of questions there that really is exactly what I just said. Will it rain and will we get below freezing, and do those two things coincide? In terms of will it rain, the answer is yes. Here's a current look at our radar right now. We're seeing some light rain though. So what we're expecting is an overrunning pattern that is going to send lots of light rain in early evening. I think we'll get more coverage as we go on into the evening and into early morning tomorrow past midnight. Why we're seeing this is because of our upper levels. We've got all of this upper level energy that is headed our way here. This is timed, I think the circle is timed a little bit ahead of that graphic, not wanting to move here, but all of that upper level energy that's coming our way, as well as that southwesterly wind that's getting lifted up and over that cold air. That's forcing all that moisture up, and it's going to condense. That's why we're going to see some light rain. Here's a look at Futurecast. Notice around 9:30 p.m. this particular model wants to go ahead and throw in some of this pink. That's freezing rain there. And we're really going to have to watch again to see where our temperatures are going to line up with our rain chances. It wants to keep it a lot in the north, Live Oak, B County, but I do think it has a chance to come more south as we get to that freezing mark. But rain chances are going to end up moving off to our east the closer we get to that sunrise hour, which is notoriously when we see the lowest temperatures. So really that's what's in play tomorrow, and that's what we are watching for. Here's a look at what we are expecting again in terms of our freezing rain. Most models, again, putting it in our northern counties. That's why we've got the most 0.02 to 0.1 inches. But isolated, very top of those counties, B and Live Oak, could see up to 0.15 inches of that freezing rain. Here in Corpus Christi, I'm not counting us out. We could still see a trace, maybe a few hundredths of an inch glaze. Still very dangerous, black ice, very dangerous. Do not go out in the morning tomorrow if you don't have to. If you can delay travel by a couple hours until we can start to get warmer, that's also great. And avoid those bridges and overpasses. This is very important for us, especially with the Harbor Bridge and the bridge over to Padre Island. So here it is. If you are going to be driving tomorrow, you might see some frost on your windshield, or some freezing rain, I mean, on your windshield if you're leaving your car out. That's not fun to deal with. Sliding is not fun to deal with either. This is why we're suggesting don't go out. If you have church tomorrow, please make sure to check in with your church to see if they are still having service, especially those early services, and you might be able to even view it online. If you are going outside though, we are going to be in the 20s and 30s in terms of our wind chills all day. That means it's going to feel like we are in the 20s and 30s. So you're going to need to bundle up your gloves and your hat, your scarf. Any exposed skin needs to be covered, and you need to limit your time outdoors. Now, we are going to get colder Monday and Tuesday morning, expecting to see temperatures in 20s, potential hard freeze as well. So this is when you really want to make sure that you have your cabinet doors open and you're dripping your faucet, especially with that heat on, because we don't want any pipes bursting. This is also when we tend to see temperatures fall below 50, and that's when we start to see problems with cold stunned turtles. So we'll be watching out out for that right now. Here's a look at our current Coastal Parks beach cam right now. 44 out on the beach, pretty gloomy there. At Packery Channel, that current water temp is at 63 degrees, so not below 50 degrees when we start to worry about cold stunned turtles, but we'll keep an eye out for that. Michael?
Well, another thought, you know, your pets, you need to keep them inside. There's no way you can leave them outside.
Yes, no, especially I think there's a city ordinance that when it falls below a certain point, the pets have to be inside. So please make sure that you're thinking of your cats, your dogs, any of those that might be outside, more free range, that you're bringing them inside.
And another thing, whenever you go out in the morning, your windows may be frosted over, and I always thought that, you know, you should warm your car up for 5 or 10 minutes, and if that doesn't work, throw some cold water on it, not hot water.
Yes, hot water can break your windshield if it is frozen, so do not do that. Yeah,
don't do that. No hot water.
All right.
Well, our Lydia